It's the Project Ion Podcast with Kevin, Andy, Jim, and Kyle, bringing you opinions on life from the basement in Northwest Iowa.
Oh, come on.
I really don't think that a president can do much about that issue.
You are fake news.
Well, let's say it's a guy named Seats.
I make you scary.
Man, this shit whack, man.
I don't want to do a scam.
I want to save him until he goes through puberty.
How dare you?
Yes, we're back again. We are here with Adam Forsyth. Adam, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself,
Good.
Jim?
Glad to have you back.
Glad to be here.
Yep, we got Andy Spurgeon in the flesh.
I came out of my hidey hole
Yeah. On the heels of a vacation.
on the heels of a vacay
Yeah.
up to the last frontier,
Indeed.
the 48th, 9th, 49th state, I think.
Did you pan for gold while you were there?
I did not pan for gold. Where I was at, there was not gold. There was gold in Yukon, north of there.
Okay.
But no, I found all about that from surfer / mountain / extraordinaire man named Paul in Skagway. So, he's an interesting cat with a blind dog.
I love that name of Skagway.
Skagway.
So
Doesn't
how big of a town was it?
so at the height of the gold rush in, what is it, 1840s, something like that, 20,000. Current population 530.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's home prices are cheap.
Then there's another town, like it's inside of a little port. Next port over was another town of 30,000, and there's 0 that live there today. That's just returned to the wilderness ghost town.
Okay.
Kind of wild. And Skagway is only there because of the cruise industry, it sounds like.
Okay.
But
Always kind of had that white fang fantasy to go up there and pan for gold. And find
yeah,
life and-
yeah. Well, we want to do more. So ours was obviously just on the coast. We were on a boat, but we want to do more of the interior next time we go up there. Do like a week maybe on the coast and get a little farther north, and then go Anchorage over to Denali area and
That would be a cool
check
trip.
out former Mount McKinley. I always learned it as Mount McKinley. Just found out it is Denali, which has it's not one of the tallest mountains. It's the tallest mountain in North America, but it's one of the most, what'd they call it? It was like, not impressive, but essentially like the land below it is so low that it looks way bigger. Like Everest, the base is at 20,000 feet already, and then it goes up to 46. This is at like 1,000 and goes up to 24,000. So it appears. And
The highest incline.
no, it's like
The-
super spread out, but it's like the delta
Okay.
is really, really huge. It's like the third most in the world. But yeah,
Isn't
no,
Mount
it's fun.
Fuji, like up there on
Fuji's
that list,
huge.
too?
Fuji's huge because
From
yeah,
Fuji's
Top to the
huge.
very base, it's got
because the
more-
base is sea level.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kilimanjaro is another one that's like that. Mount Rainier, right outside of Seattle, we could see it just looming over like a spaceship. That's a volcano, though. Fuji's a volcano, too. Volcanoes are kind of cool
Very cool.
as well. But no, fun trip.
Sitting in the ring of fire.
Fun trip while Laura's talking. Is she upstairs?
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she should be.
No, upstairs. It says Laura is talking.
Oh, I see.
Oh, we are Laura.
Yes, we are Laura.
Oh, we are
Yeah.
Laura. I thought Kyle was Laura.
Hey, Kyle.
Can you hear us, Kyle?
I can hear you. Yep.
Okay.
Can't see it, but I can hear you.
That's all right. You don't need to see us.
You don't need to see what we're doing.
All right, fine.
How screen deal? How does that work again?
Oh yeah. Let me do that.
Oh,
See, this is why Zoom is such a pain in the ass.
Hey, it's the 21st century. I'm working from home.
I could have picked you up. You're like
I'm
3
working
blocks
from
from my house, bro.
Did you just get back from Des Moines Germs or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little outing, little vacation.
Yep. Jammed one in right before the start of school.
Classic teacher
That's
move.
who,
has 3 months to do whatever the hell he wants and has to cram a vacay in last minute.
Yeah. Could have gone to Alaska.
Yeah, could have. I would have let you join in.
I just like that the teachers set themselves up with a 4-day weekend quick right before school starts. Go to in-service for a couple of days. Let's take a long weekend.
We're good.
And then you got like Labor Day next week or whatever, isn't it?
Do we? Nice.
Is it coming up soon?
Yeah, I think it is. No, I think it's 2 weeks.
It could be.
It's 29th is Friday or a Monday.
Am I in charge now, Kyle?
Yeah, you're host.
Okay.
Put him in a breakout room.
Yeah.
Is that like detention?
I don't know. I've never really used Zoom much.
You have to share audio too somehow, I think, right?
I can see it.
Am I making that up? Maybe I'm not.
No,
Oh,
try,
yeah, share sound. There we go.
Okay. Looks good.
Alrighty. Well, good. I'm glad you're here. We can do some Hunter Biden.
Got some stuff on the docket.
Still can't see myself.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the Sam Harris thing. That's
Yep. The whole
interesting.
the control thing I've got all set up where I can see what's actually being broadcast over here. Yep. So that's another complicated element to the Zoom thing is I have to keep Kyle on the main screen in order for him to show up, but then all the rest of us are on the actual window for the broadcaster.
Okay.
So yeah.
Working from home, baby. No new learning. Zero.
Virtual learning.
An automatic 5 years in jail for any person.
Are we live right now?
Yeah, we're totally live.
So,
what's your position on the laptop?
oh, it's like Hillary's emails. You'll never see them.
Aren't we seeing things from the laptop now? These leaks, aren't they from his laptop that he left in a dumpy repair shop somewhere?
Didn't he give it to like the Geek Squad at Best Buy or something?
I think so.
I think it was like a mom and pop shop though, wasn't it?
Oh,
That could be. Yeah, something along those lines. Like the context was that it was a computer repair or something, and
he
then
dropped it off, didn't come back for it.
So
Right.
is he not delete his browser history or?
Yeah,
I think he didn't delete his crack smoking videos. Is the allegation?
And that's kind of what this is a supercut shit post made up of here's Joe talking, and then Hunter's doing all his stuff, and then somebody starts doing a rap parody over the top of it. It's pretty funny.
Excellent.
With a rock of crack cocaine, a piece of crack cocaine.
Trying to mess with Esse? Don't you know who my daddy is?
That Hunter Biden was trading on his father's office to make $50,000 a month from the Ukrainians. In October, he admitted it.
The fact that you were the son of the
Of course, yeah. No,
Bunch of hookers, it looks like.
I think that it is impossible for me to be on any of the boards that I just mentioned without saying that I'm the son of the Vice President of the United States.
Son of Joe Biden,
Well-
and boy, it's tough. I put the crack in the pipe and smoke it up. But like every day I'm tweaking, laptop.
What do you think so far, Kyle?
it's awesome.
Is that a sensory deprivation chamber that he's smoking crack in?
Jesus,
Yes.
you're gonna get really effed up in there.
Pictures of me on a cocaine bender. Quick Pro Joe got me working in the Ukraine gas company directing. The only thing I know about gas, you can huff it. Now I got 50K a month in my pocket. For the directors, charisma, I'm smashing. My dead brother's widow, impregnate a stripper. But nothing is better than crack cocaine when you're.
Anyways, that's the gist of it. I really hoped Kevin could see this. Oh, well, he can watch on the broadcast maybe.
I mean, it looks like a
Yeah.
lot more fun than Eric Trump.
Yeah. So anyways, that's the setup. Now you got an idea of what's the laptop material, you know.
Oh, I know what's coming.
Now-
you got the Sam Harris clip. don't
Now
you?
I got the Sam Harris clip to follow it up.
I lost a lot of respect for that dude.
Oh, did you?
Well, I never really had much in the beginning, but he's just kind of a.
Why isn't this
I
working?
don't know. I think if you click on the blue part now, Jim,
Yeah.
No. Up.
Yep. There we go.
I mean, Hunter Biden, at that point, Hunter Biden literally, there's nothing.
Whoops. I screwed that up. Sorry. So set this clip up, Germs. You know.
Yep. So they're asking, correct me if I'm wrong, but he pretty much says he doesn't care about Hunter Biden's laptop. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, and he's saying why he doesn't care, I guess.
Yeah, I forget. I think I watched this at like 1 a.m. or something.
All right. So we've seen some of the laptop material. Now,
I mean, Hunter Biden, at that point, Hunter Biden literally could have had the corpses of children in his basement. I would not have cared.
Probably.
Right? It's like, isn't it?
I mean, probably going for hyperbolic effect, or whatever. But Jesus, what a sound
interesting. That's where your mind goes there. Like that's.
So the whole argument, I guess, is that Trump is so bad that the ends, no matter the ends, it would have justified the means to keep him out of office, basically.
There's nothing. First of all, it's Hunter Biden, right? It's not Joe Biden, but. Even if whatever scope of Joe Biden's corruption is, like if we could just go down that rabbit hole endlessly and understand that he's getting kickbacks from Hunter Biden's deals in Ukraine or wherever else, right, or China, it is infinitesimal compared to the corruption we know Trump is involved in. It's like a firefly to the sun, right? I mean, like there's just
these two
he doesn't even.
I don't know who those guys are. I have no idea.
Trump.
The one looks like a skinnier. Looks like a combination of Ben Shapiro and the guy from Big Bang.
Extremely.
Right? Yeah. And the left looks like Ben Folds.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Money don't wiggle. Ben Folds. Jigga.
It's still completely unfair to not have looked at the laptop in a timely way and to have shut down.
So does everybody know who Sam Harris is? I mean, maybe we should have started with that.
Familiar with him.
Sam Harris is a well-known kind of an intellectual professor, cynic, skeptic. He was part of the four horsemen of the new atheism movement. Christopher Hitchens, Sam Harris. Who am I missing? Richard Dawkins.
Dillahunty. Well, not really.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're
that vein
of that same ilk.
Yeah.
So, what? Kyle?
I was just going to say Dillahunty is a parody of himself.
Yeah. Christopher Hitchens was a very, very intelligent, well-thought man.
Everybody's an asshat.
I have a lot of respect for him, even though I don't agree with a lot of his viewpoints.
Uh-huh.
Hitchens is also kind of a dick, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he's so good at it.
He is. No doubt.
Nothing beats a good hitch slap video. You ever seen one of those? But yeah, I mean, so Harris, I don't know, there was this kind of big religion versus atheism debate thing that was taking place online maybe 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a kind of a big thing. And Sam Harris was kind of in that group, but now he podcasts and stuff, and he makes a ton of money on just sort of being a
oh god, they're so boring too.
Stuffy.
They're like
academic.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Dry academic philosophy. So boring.
Yeah. Academics.
I know. Tell me about
Twitter
it.
account. That's just a conspiracy. That's a left-wing conspiracy to deny the presidency to Donald Trump. Absolutely, it was. Absolutely, right. But I think it was warranted, right? And again, it's a coin toss as to whether or not
Sam, I'm sorry.
That particular piece.
I'm really sorry. I was the one that said we should move on, but you've just said something I really struggle with there, which is
the kids in the basement.
Fuck the kids in the basement. I'm interested in democracy. You're saying you are content with a left-wing conspiracy to prevent somebody being democratically re-elected as president.
Well, no, I'm content. Well, but the thing is, it's just not left-wing, right? So Liz Cheney is not left-wing, right? Liz Cheney is doing everything in her power
to prevent somebody being democratically elected.
But there's nothing.
Is there Somebody have something to say?
But that's exactly what he said. It's the ends justify the
Yeah.
means. You know, democracy be damned.
Yeah, right. And I guess in order to understand his position, you have to. It's the Trump is literally Hitler, or he's such a demon figure or whatever that he just can't be. I guess what the question I would want to ask him would you be willing to apply the same rules to somebody else? Swap Donald Trump with
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary or Ron DeSantis or somebody else. And then what?
Conspiracy. It's not. It was a conspiracy out in the open. But it doesn't matter if it was. It doesn't matter what part's conspiracy, what part's out in the open. I mean, I think it's like if people get together and talk about what should we do about this phenomenon. If it's like if there was an asteroid hurtling toward Earth, and we got in a room together with all of our friends and had a conversation about what we could do to deflect its course, right? Is that a conspiracy? Like some of, 100.
So Trump is an asteroid.
So that was a ridiculous analogy.
Yeah,
that kind of made me think of the movie Don't Look Up.
That did not
me.
land, man.
Yep. Well, you know what? It just goes to show that we're all fallible people. No matter how high your IQ is or whatever, you can still have moments where you don't make any sense, huh?
Yeah.
We don't have those on this podcast.
No, I mean, it doesn't apply to anybody. None of us specifically, but, well.
Speaking of that, Jim.
Yes.
We are competing with the world premiere of Game of Thrones, so we may be...
Maybe shy a few viewers.
Yeah. Just FYI.
It's available on stream. I'm going to watch it when I go home.
Is that why you stayed at home, Kyle?
Yeah, he's probably got it going right now.
He's got an earbud in one of his ears.
Well, is it even Game of Thrones, or is it like some sort of a
prequel,
spin-off or something?
It's a prequel.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like 1,000 years before.
The Rise of the Targaryens
168
era, I think. Is that right?
Yeah.
Before Daenerys.
Okay. Sweet.
But it's all source material. It's all can't George R. R. Martin wrote it all, so there can't be liberties really taken this time.
So it won't be like the Star Wars franchise and have everybody wanting to leave their mark on it, huh?
I know.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Obi-Wan yet?
I did, yes.
What'd you think? Liked it?
I liked parts of it.
Did you like him more than The Mandalorian?
Some of it was... I haven't even finished The Mandalorian.
I didn't either.
I got about 5 episodes in and was just like, this is boring. I got
bored.
And I couldn't. But I did watch all of Boba Fett, and I watched all of Obi-Wan.
See, I love The Mandalorian.
Did you?
I thought The Mandalorian was beautifully done. And I guess I don't really take it as I know it's a spin-off of Star Wars, but to me it's more of a, it's just a separate story in the same universe.
Mm-hmm.
Which I can totally see. I felt it was, I got repetition brain out of it. I felt like every episode was like, okay, I got to get my next piece of armor, so I'm going to go to this planet, narrowly escape, sometimes toting a little baby Yoda guy around.
Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't my thing.
Well, I was into the extended universe stuff when I was a kid. Like I would read extra Star Wars material and like the non-canon books and whatever, that kind of thing. And that was always fine. I didn't have a problem with it. I think what happened was I just I was looking to capture the magic of being 12 and watching Star Wars again, and it didn't happen because I'm 36. Yeah, right.
Of course, to be fair, I did have COVID when I watched all of those.
Yeah. COVID will do it to you.
Well, speaking of entertainment, a local entertainment institution is officially no more.
Last night was the closing curtain.
I went down and talked to Donna, got the lowdown.
Did she get a little emotional?
Yeah, actually,
she got a little emotional
Donna
when I was in there one time,
Donna
too.
was a little emotional, which I don't blame her. She started
downtown.
Yeah. Built an empire.
Yeah.
Strikes back. Hey, Star Wars.
Yep. And, I mean, the Grand has been in the current location since 1985. So,
year we were born.
Yeah. So that's pretty wild. Had a good run.
And now it's going to sit empty for 10 years.
Yeah,
Until it
probably.
gets tore down.
Yeah.
For a parking lot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's gonna pay? Who's gonna pay $100,000? Probably $200,000 to get that thing filled in and took down.
Well, that's just it. Yeah, to retrofit the building for any other purpose besides a theater would be.
Apparently, it was a grocery store.
I
and
think
then they
that's
brought
true.
in bulldozers and dug it out
Yeah.
to make the theaters.
Well, it would be so costly to try to renovate that and do something else though with the theater seats. The floors are sloped.
Yeah, because you got to fill that in.
I think it'd probably be cheaper to just tear it down and
Doze it,
fill it in, build something else.
That's too bad though. You know,
And it can't be a theater for 10 years.
Yeah.
even if somebody else buys it.
Deed restriction.
Yeah, that's my understanding is that the Fridley company wants to protect their
theaters.
You know,
and
the nearby there's Algona and they've got Spencer, and I think that they don't want to open the door for additional competition is my understanding. So
And I think the rumor was the folks from Milford wanted to buy it, but Fridley would not take money for that deed restriction to lift, and so they ended up buying Fairmont's.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So they own Milford Fairmont now.
Because I would have guessed that deed thing would have been something that would have been negotiable, you know, but...
Well, I think the city offered money, too. Like, there's been money thrown at them.
Huh.
But old man Fridley's dead, correct? Those are Fridley lore.
Do you know, Kyle?
That's a...
He might
I don't
not
know.
be. He'd be like 115 probably, but
yeah, but I could very easily see him being still alive.
Yeah, I could too.
Did his
Kinda
kid
like
take
a
it over?
ghost floating around.
Well, I think his kid died actually. That Donna told me that last night. That was it Brian Fridley maybe? Kyle, do you remember Brian?
Yeah, Brian.
So Russell's the guy that's in charge now.
Oh, Russell.
Really?
Russell, yeah.
He sounds like a dick.
Well, I think Russell's okay. I've never met
He's
Russell.
okay.
Russell came in kind of after I was.
He put in a giant IMAX in
Russell
Urbandale, though.
Yeah, but anyways.
So, you know, in
Well,
today's
Donna
day
had
and
talked
age,
him up to be like the Wizard of Oz or something.
Yeah.
You know, when we can stream everything, and a lot of that stuff is released for streaming the day of the movie's released,
Yeah.
or not long after. Who in the hell is going to drive over to Spencer or Spirit Lake or Fairmont
Right.
to go watch a movie when you can sit in the comfort of your own home, not pay $10 or $15 a head plus
Exactly.
$50 M&Ms?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I've always liked going to the movies, but that's where I'm at in my life right now.
Mhm.
Like, I'd much rather be in my couch and kick back with
Chilling at home.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I think between that, just the whole kind of culture shifting to the more in-home entertainment options, I guess, and then COVID just was a nail in the coffin kind of for Esterville. So,
Yep, Donna was telling me how the kids don't even come anymore.
Yeah.
And, like, that was a thing when we were in middle school.
Yeah, it was an institution.
it was huge.
Yep.
Huge.
Huge.
You could, man, back in the day, like, we really get rolling, kicking out 7th graders. You could get 2 or 3 rows at a time. Be like, all right, all y'all
Get. You gotta get. Were they
Yeah.
throwing popcorn up in the movie in the projection thing, so it looked like they were on fire?
Oh,
They used to do
yes,
that.
some of that. Before they, so here's a little.
Or were they vaping and making out?
Here's here's an old war
Vaping.
story
No
for
one
you.
vaped back then.
So before we got, they kind of remodeled a little bit, but there used to be 2 windows up. There's one right in front of the projector up in the booth, and then there was another kind of a viewing
Yeah.
window off to the side. They eventually remodeled them while I was there, so it was one big window. But back in the 2 windows days, you could actually take the smaller window, the plexiglass out of it. And I used to get some popcorn seeds and a straw and would, shoot popcorn seeds at people while they're watching the auditorium, watching the movie from the projection booth. And they'd, never suspect it was coming from up there. So it was great. Now they're closed. They can't get me. So I might as well confess.
Statute of limitations.
Yep, that's right.
Statute of limitations.
I remember standing in line to watch when Star Wars was re-released in, what was it, the 90s?
Yes.
Standing in line at midnight.
Oh, yeah.
To go watch a show.
Well, that was one of the main reasons I tried to get a job at the Grand 3 originally, was because I went to the midnight show for episode 1.
I remember when you did that. It was like 4th grade.
It was a huge deal, man.
And I was just like, no way. You got to go to midnight?
Yeah, my cousin Anita took me. And and Burton was working. Chris Burton. And he's like, yeah, I saw it yesterday because we get to watch the movies early. And that stuck in my craw because I'm like, whoa, you can watch Star Wars early.
First in the world.
So it was, it went down. So, yeah, I was pretty much started working at the theater just to watch Star Wars a day early.
So what would she do? Would they have like a late, because it was Thursday midnight, so would it be like Thursday afternoon or Wednesday afternoon or something?
Yeah, we'd get the prints early. Yeah.
And then Donna would just be like, yeah, go ahead. Reel her out.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, you had to work. You had to splice it up anyway to begin with. So.
Oh, sure, because it was reels.
You could theoretically splice and then run it through the projector at the same time. Well, I guess no, you couldn't. But
you never inserted single frames of pornography in it like on Fight Club, did you?
Nope. We didn't have any of that 35 mil prawn around there anyways, so I'm sure if we had some, I bet we would have tried.
It would have been done.
100%. Yeah, if we would have had that, we would have done it. But yeah, so the films come in reels, in canisters, basically of maybe about 20 to 30 minutes of footage per reel.
God, they're like 900 pounds too.
And you gotta, and the movie prints sat on big platters.
On the platters, yeah.
So you'd have the bigger, naturally the bigger the movie, the physically longer the film is. And so the best practice was you get them all put together in order, and then you're supposed to preview them anyways to see if there's some, what if I spliced it backwards, or did I put one in the wrong order or something like that. So a lot, where the rubber meets the road, that didn't happen most of the time, just because who has time to preview movies every time they come in. So, but that was what we were doing with the Star Wars.
Excellent.
Ahead of time, yeah.
Are movies like that still in that format, or they come in some kind of a digital
hard drive?
Yeah, it's digital now.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, the old reel-to-reel or the platter type style 35 millimeter projectors are toast. It's all downloaded off the cloud and whatever kind of craziness. Yeah. Well, you don't hear the clatter of the projector running anymore, and I don't know. It loses some of its
magic.
Loses some magic, I think. But
no, I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if you can even get them that way at all anymore.
I think there's some films that'll release on like I know Christopher Nolan does a bunch of shit on 35s.
Yeah, okay.
35 millimeter and for the art.
Yeah,
but I think most of those that are going for like the 4K crazy immersion, like that's all gonna go digital.
Yeah, I suppose it's a bummer. But
it's okay. We get a new Avatar this year.
Ooh.
Or next year. James Cameron.
Is it the Pocahontas story redone again?
Underwater this time, though. Underwater this time.
We're also getting in September is the Lord of the Rings prequel.
Oh.
Yeah, the Rings of Power. Yeah. September 2nd.
Now that might be kind of cool.
It's an exciting fall on HBO.
Yeah.
It's second era Tolkien? I think second era Middle Earth.
Okay.
I'm not a huge Tolkien guy.
This is out of the Silmarillion, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Well, sort of, because they couldn't get the IP of the Silmarillion, so they had to go. There was a whole thing. I think the nerds, like the purists, are going to be pissed, which is going to be awesome.
Speaking of which, I follow this guy on TikTok who will talk about talk about the history of the rings and talk about, the correctness and are there female orcs or not, and he'll get dive into the real details, and it's just man, it's a funny little Indian guy.
Oh yeah,
on TikTok.
Yeah, they exist in the wild.
Oh yeah. Well, the nerd passions run strong.
They're indeed,
sometimes.
yeah.
I mean, some of the strongest, probably.
It's kind of a bummer though, the whole theater thing.
Yeah,
Rumor
dude.
has it there's a local group trying to gather funds and come up with some solution to maybe even have a single screen or double screen or something like that.
I will tell you, the last time I was in that movie theater, I had 2 solo shows.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, one of them was the Downton Abbey movie that came out. I had the entire theater to myself. It was glorious, but I can see why they struggled.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was tough.
I went not too terribly long ago, a month ago or so, and saw the new Thor flick.
Oh, did you?
Just on a random Sunday afternoon or Saturday afternoon. It was a matinee show.
Also saw the new Top Gun there.
Oh yeah,
they were selling tickets real cheap for a week or two.
$2, something like that.
Yeah, $2 tickets.
Ridiculously,
50% off.
It was cheap to begin with.
Isn't it $4 already for a ticket or $5?
$7.50, and that's for a movie. That's unheard of.
Yeah,
crazy.
I took Hank to go just to say we'd been to a movie a week or two ago.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I
Did you get
spent
Minions or
$15. I
something?
got a little popcorn thing. And something. It was I think it was like Superman's dog was the
excellent.
Was the cartoon. Yeah.
Super dog.
Something like that, yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to say we went there to a movie while it was still open, but
well, we'll miss you, the Grand Theater.
Yeah, it's a bummer. All right. Time for the collaboration education segment situation.
Hopefully my 40 minutes is almost up.
It's a funny one. We're taking it easy on you.
Yeah.
We know you just got done with a week of learning.
It's a collaboration education segment situation.
Say that 5 times fast.
A lot of team building.
Yeah.
You'll like this, Kyle.
All right.
Welcome to another.
This video's called "What It's Like for Teachers to Sit Through Professional Development Meetings."
Professional development. We got about 143 of you here. We're just waiting on one more. We'll give him about 40, 50 minutes or so before we get started. Folks, we're just going to breeze through this today. Hopefully we'll get out of here an hour or two early. And now that you're all comfortably seated, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the sign-up sheet up front, so if everybody could come up here and sign in. Now for the PowerPoint, I'm going to be reading the PowerPoint to you that I'm also showing you that I have emailed to you and also printed out for you. And when you leave today, I'll be beaming it into the sky like some Hunger Games announcement for you. Now I got a really good video clip for you. I'm gonna hit play. You guys just sit back and watch.
Oh yeah.
Is that familiar?
Oh yeah.
Can't get the video
Everything
to work.
This is spot on.
I love tech problems and these kind of things.
Oh God. I got no sound. What can I do? Got no sound.
Sitting there with your thumb up your ass.
Yeah.
10 minutes left, Kyle.
Oh darn.
I dropped the ball. I want to apologize. I thought 2 dozen donuts was enough to cover all 127 of us. Now the good news is you're going to get professional development points. You just got to fill out this 87-page paper for the 6 points that we'll award you in 4 to 12 years. Hey Steve, let's go ahead and keep trying. I think we need to get this thing working, even if we need to spend another 30 minutes. I apologize, everybody. It was working the first time. The first time when we tried it, it worked. Good morning, everybody. I hate using microphones. You know, I just as soon use my inside voice if that's okay with everybody. Okay, we got the video. Don't look like there's no sound. Can you fix the sound? As a thank you, I did bring some snacks. It's half a bag of pretzels, what was left over from last PD. Extra salty. Water break in about 3 hours. Really? Really? Really, nobody brought their laptops? You mean to tell me nobody in here read the 35th line of the footnote of the 17th email that I sent?
God, that reminds me of law school.
Oh, God.
Grilling you on, what's a plaintiff's paternal aunt's maiden name there, Mr. Rosendahl? What? I don't know. Well, it was right there in footnote 75,
Yeah, this is kind of a catch-22 because most every meeting can be done via email, but then I hate reading them, so...
It kind of goes for a lot of stuff anymore.
Everything could be an email.
Everything could be an email, I feel like.
Yep. Yep. And not all emails are needed emails.
No, emails are so passe.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, isn't that
Text it
true?
to me.
Yeah, no kidding. Be like, be here at such and such or whatever. Do you have any more PD or anything or in service before students show up? Or?
I don't think so. No.
All
We're
caught up?
done.
All caught up?
Yep, no new learning.
Well, see, this was a nice little collaboration education segment
Yeah.
situation. Yeah.
This is pretty funny. I enjoy this. This is so true. It's spot on.
No PTSD flares.
Yeah. Not yet. Keep it going.
Adam, I guess you probably don't know, but this education segment situation just sort of arose because we would watch these like professional development teacher videos to troll Kyle, basically.
Oh, okay.
And
Perfect
it was shocking how like vapid and void of substance they were. It'd be talking about what collaboration is or something like that. It's just
for 50 minutes.
And every word ends in Asian.
Kind of like Weird Al Yankovic's video on oh God, I had it in my head until I started talking. Synergy.
Oh yeah, Weird
Did you
Al.
ever see that?
I think so. I'm a bit of a Weird Al aficionado.
Oh, that's a great.
Yeah.
Kyle likes synergy.
I like
It's
to
all about creating
synergize.
synergy, but what is synergy?
Put it in action.
They never tell you.
Yeah.
That's why they sit in pods, right, Kyle?
Pods, yes.
You got a pod to increase
Pods
the collaboration.
Collaboration is a big concept. Unpack the standards. That's one we learned about.
Why pods and not groups? I mean,
Pods just sounds cooler.
You got to stay hip.
Is that like a thing from the Wales?
If you want the kids to get on board, you got to be hip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like the skateboarding principle.
Get in your pods.
Hey man, get in your pod, man.
Oh God.
Quit harshing my vibe.
Oh, feels like that was forever ago.
You have to use the word lit 6 times that first day.
Oh, I do.
What
That
are
was
the
messed
kids saying these days?
Yeah, what's the new one?
They still say bet.
Okay.
Well, Adam's got a kid about that.
Yeah, are you gonna? Is Gabe gonna be in your class? Do you think, or
Is he a freshman?
Freshman.
No, it'll probably be in Laura's.
I think so. Yeah, he's gonna take. Was it a freshman science or
Oh, okay.
natural science?
Got Laura.
Uh-oh. Yep. Laura the cyborg. Good luck to Gabe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Nah, he'll be.
Nah, he's bright. The school that he came from in Chicago. They were doing some pretty advanced stuff.
Oh yeah. He'll probably run circles around these country bumpkins here at Esterville.
I don't know how much he paid attention. In Chicago, so we'll see what his first report card says.
He'll be fine.
It's all right. Now you get like daily updates, right? Via the parent portal. Don't you got a parent? Yeah. My texts were talking about how they had to sign up for the parent portal to get like if they have late homework, if they got missing homework, if they got stuff they can make up, if they got
that means I'm gonna have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Well, it's just all this stuff that you could have hidden when you were our age. It only came up 4 times a year.
No kidding.
Like the week before any end of quarter.
Exactly.
Sesh.
God, I would have had to talk almost every day. Where was your homework?
Yeah. Oh God.
I just didn't do things till the end.
If the oversight were what it is now, I would have been probably shipped to military school or something.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's miserable.
Well, and it's no wonder the kids are all act like they're tranquilized and stuff, because like I couldn't, when I was working at the high school compared to when I graduated, I couldn't believe how just all the kids were walking around like zombies, kind of, and nobody was doing anything like I would expect.
Under such a
jumping up and hitting their hand on the door. That was fun.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Derek Lester and I climbing into the gym up on the bleachers and doing backflips onto the track mats.
Yeah.
That was like a study hall
That was the
or
thing.
something.
Yeah.
And I suppose that's an expulsion or something now, huh?
Well, imagine how much of a microscope these kids are under now compared to the way it was when we were kids.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, their parents have GPS on their phones.
For sure.
They just watch them go class to class. It's weird, man.
Texting and the parental notifications. I mean, a
Yep.
kid never really gets away from their folks.
And I don't know if that's a good thing. I'm thinking maybe not. I mean, maybe
in
it
most
is, but-
circumstances, I don't know. I wouldn't have liked it.
Yeah, oh yeah. I would have hated that.
At all. It would have been cool to get a hold of your friends whenever you wanted, but like, them's the breaks when you couldn't.
Well, and then, now what I would like, parenting even, they hold parents accountable for stuff that, if your kid just goes and traipses around in the ravine or something like that all day.
Yep.
Are you being is that some kind of a cause of action or something like that? Yeah, right.
Neglect.
Yeah, here comes a DHS or something like that after you. So, I don't know, man. Turn us into a bunch of softies.
Yeah, I can imagine them catching us building a fort in the backyard.
Yeah.
When we were little kids. What, don't you have a home? Who are your parents?
Yeah, right.
Let's find out who they are.
Well, and I, as a youth, hardly went anywhere without either a BB gun and or a machete.
Yeah.
Something.
Which was routine.
At the very least, a pocket knife.
why not?
Several inches long.
Always like a Bowie knife or a pocket knife or something.
How else were you going to get shit done?
Exactly.
God, we had shotguns in our trunk when we went to school just because we went goose hunting afterwards.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's a normal thing. And around this part of the country,
Kyle, don't take guns to school anymore, right?
Yeah, no.
Otherwise, you get shot with an airsoft gun.
Oh, God.
Kyle got traumatized the other day at work. He came.
Oh, yeah.
I saw him.
Alice training.
I saw him a little later, and poor guy.
They got pumped full of lead.
That's all right. Now is your chance to, come back, lift weights. It'll be like 50 Cent after he got shot.
That's
he
right.
comes
Yeah.
out with the album.
I'll have to talk to you guys in private about that.
Give you some of those street smarts.
Well, good luck on the school year.
Yeah, have a good one, Coach.
Yep. When you come
I'll be
back,
listening.
it'll be we'll have to touch in with it, see how it goes. So.
All right, sounds good.
So the new crop is.
Yep.
All right, bet.
Bet.
Lit. Holler. I don't know.
Bet.
It's like for sure.
Yeah.
Is that kind of the?
I think.
Sense to me.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's so if somebody's like, okay, Spurge, if I dared you to get a hole-in-one at Frisbee golf or something like that, yeah, bet. Oh, you're not gonna make this shot, Spurge. Bet. Yeah,
Oh, like
something
I
like.
bet on it, or is it like
Sorta like you
Yeah.
better bet on me, or like.
Well, I think it's sort of like a response to a
betcha.
challenge, maybe.
Yeah.
So if somebody's like, "Oh, you can't beat me at one-on-one," oh, okay, bet.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't get it really either. I'm kind of talking out my ass right now.
I
but,
think I think that's the gist of it. though.
basically.
It's just like short for wanna bet.
Yeah,
Sorta.
Like,
yeah.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Right? As soon as it's gonna
Yep.
be,
But that's way too cumbersome to say wanna. Like,
Yeah,
you
right.
you really got to cut that down.
I bet. Bet. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make a ton of sense to me.
They're talking emojis.
Yeah,
kinda like saying "I" instead of "all right."
yeah. Well, the emojis thing, that's interesting to me. So thought that crossed my mind is, there's so many of them, And then I think combinations of them mean different things.
Yeah.
So it's like a return to hieroglyphics.
Yeah, it is. 100%.
I mean, the only ones that I can think of off the top of my head involve a eggplant.
Eggplant.
I don't know that language.
The little peach thing. That's a butt.
Oh, that's right.
That's a butt.
It's supposed to be butt, and then this, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And
I'm not an emoji guy.
I don't talk.
I thumbs up every now and then. Give him the old thumbs up.
I like the smiley face with the teeth.
Yeah, I'll occasionally do a laughing face.
Yeah, that's one. Yep.
Or a wink or something
so is
like
it
that.
The laughing face that's straight or side by side? Because I get the two confused. What does one mean and the other one doesn't?
I'm not sure if there's
with the tear sideways and then the ha with the tear
yeah, that's true. I don't know if there's much of a distinction.
Or are you supposed to rotate which one you use so it looks like the emoji's laughing his head?
Yeah, that's that could be. That's a novel idea, perhaps.
You can only use them.
Yeah, right.
Sequentially.
Yeah, I don't know. We need to get a Gen Zer on here and interview him on some of this stuff.
Teach us.
Well, is that what the new generation is? Z?
I think so. Well, I'm at least I know I'm on the older side of a millennial. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
So
millennial ended in 90.
Or
maybe.
Could be. Why don't we turn to the internet?
Yeah, turn to the web. I think it is Gen Z now.
There's one that's is it? I get them confused because.
So if you're 26 to 41, you're a millennial.
The 26.
What's the 41 and older? Or the 41 to.
That's Gen X.
50. Because there's.
Okay, here we go.
They're coming up with a new one that covers the halfway between Gen Xers and the millennials because we grew up in a childhood that didn't have the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Which is true. Absolutely.
Yeah, that would.
So what's
that'd
after
be a
Gen,
useful
what's after
distinction.
Gen Z? What's the current 10-year-olds?
Right. I don't know. Yeah, what would Hank be?
Yeah. Boomers 2, Electric Boogaloo.
So now that we're at the end of the alphabet, is it Gen
Alpha?
A?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they may have to start going into Greek letters or something. But okay, so 65 to 80 is Gen X, I guess. Millennial, 81 to 96. So, yeah. Huh. The millennial age range, okay.
Because I don't feel like I'd identify with either a millennial or a Gen
X.
Gen Xer?
Yeah.
Gen X, I just think of the 80s mostly. And I was around, but I wasn't doing a lot.
I remember Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk on TV.
Yeah.
Millennials don't.
Yeah.
True.
I feel like if you were born late 70s to probably early 90s, your upbringing was probably similar-ish. You know, I mean, it wouldn't have been way worlds apart.
Yeah, but if you're born after 94, 95, internet's in homes.
Right.
DMs are a thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned what that means the other day. All up in my DMs.
The DMs? Oh, yeah. Sliding in there.
Like 4 days ago.
Sliding in, man.
Skirt.
Yep.
How do you slide into somebody's? Do you just send them a message and you're sliding in? Is that how that works?
So. Yeah. It's just I don't know.
Slides into my DMs.
Well, this is. Oh, I selfishly put this one up, kind of just because
someone get killed at your old place.
Yeah, man. So
that's a good guess.
Yeah. So check this out. First of all, I'm going to show you on maps quick where my old apartment was in Des Moines in the Drake neighborhood. And if you're familiar with Des Moines, you'll know that the Drake neighborhood is not the best to live in.
Especially, north of...
Yeah, it's sketchy over there. Am I in the right part of town?
That's.
Or am I in the wrong spot? Oh yeah, here we go.
There's Drake. Yep. Yeah, between Mercy One and Drake is kind of rough.
Yep. So here is the location of my old apartment. Right here. And this homicide took place right here.
Out in front of Lefty's.
Platinum Cuts and Lefty's Live Music, yeah. Literally, my place is right here.
Did you ever go to Lefty's?
Once in a while. I didn't go out much, honestly, when I was there because I was pretty much had my nose to the grindstone.
There's a police department right there.
Oh, yeah. There is, but it doesn't deter much in the crime department.
No.
Dad has a story that he tells when he was in law school. He'd sometimes wake up in the morning and go down to his car, and there'd be butt prints in the frost with an empty syringe.
Yeah.
I mean, that...
Oh, yeah. He and I have shared war stories.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I think your dad was...
I never knew that.
Lived up here, maybe somewhere like...
Towards
I don't know.
Yeah, it was...
Or it might be where this is
library
now.
right now, I think.
Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah.
I think Drake swallowed some of that neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, they do a really good job of keeping people... You know, the campus is pretty safe.
Yeah.
But you don't have to go too far from...
Yeah.
Like, this is my old building, literally, right here.
What?
Yeah.
Looks kind of nice.
Yeah, it was nice. And they have done quite a bit to the area to kind of gentrify it. But...
apparently not enough.
No. Well, yeah, so anyway, we'll get to the video here.
A man is behind bars tonight following a fatal overnight shooting in Des Moines. Police say 42-year-old Andrew Jerome Harris is accused of shooting and killing a man in the Drake neighborhood. He is now charged with first-degree
Had a
murder.
teardrop.
Police say the shots were fired near the intersection.
Yeah, so that's Platinum Cuts right there.
Oh, man.
Which is here.
Well, you know what's good.
That's around
That's
the other
Platinum
side.
Cuts.
If it was Gold Cuts, I'd be like, no, I'm going to pass Platinum. Yes. I'm
Yeah.
Oh.
Platinum Cuts is legit. If I had hair, I would go there. But, yeah. So, feet from, I mean, this is my apartment building.
Yep.
And there was the site of the homicide.
Yeah.
That's a bummer, man. That's a...
Major bummer.
That's a bummer. Violence is up, though, period.
Yeah, it is.
I was reading
It's getting sketchy out there.
Kansas City has the highest homicides on record right now. St. Louis had the deadliest August ever. And Des Moines, I feel like I've been there maybe once or twice this year, and both times there were shots fired incidents the nights I was there.
Yeah.
Well, in Chicago, your gunshots, you just roll on the floor and go to sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was getting bad there too, and it got to the point, or it is to the point where the cops are afraid to do anything about it. They're like, you know what, our job is to come home at the end of the night, so unless we're obligated to chase somebody, we don't really care.
Yeah.
And
Is this true too, Adam, where it'd be like, okay, you know, they get a call from the wrong part of town or something about a shooting or whatever, and it'd be like, okay, well, I gotta, you know, stop at the fast food eatery or something like that, and then we'll be right there, you know, we're on our way, but you know, take their sweet time and stuff like
admit to avoiding going to those situations if they can. They'll wait until things are done, and then they'll come by and investigate, and they only make arrests on less than 10%, and their conviction rate is like 4%.
Wow.
And those are out of the Tribune, those numbers.
Man.
What were you going to say, George?
I don't even remember. That's wild.
Yeah. Isn't it, though?
Gunplay rain all day.
Well, in my first 6 months at Drake, there was about 9 homicides within maybe 5 or 10 blocks.
Yeah.
And one of which I even heard.
I remember, like, your, first, second night there
yeah,
or something like that?
I heard the shots. But I didn't think much, you know, around here, Pops, I'm used to the Isaac Walton or to fireworks or something like that. I didn't think much of it. And then, you know, and then like 15 minutes later, I hear all the sirens and everything. That's on the news later that night. But this is the closest one, actually, to my apartment building that I can remember
that's
hearing
crazy.
about. Yeah.
Dad's old neighborhood up there. He was up by Grandview College, which
I
is
forget which part of town that's in.
north side, northeast.
It's been forever. I mean, I used to work and live in Des Moines. It's been forever since I've been there, though.
Yeah, Grandma's old bar was the oldest bar in Des Moines. Was the Hull Avenue Tavern, and it's still there, but it's now I think it's a biker bar right now, or like a heavy metal bar or something.
Really?
But I wouldn't go down there. We would go down during the day to drive by Grandma's old place and stuff, but like I'm not going into the bar to have a drink.
Is that one of those neighborhoods that at one point in time was like a nice blue collar neighborhood and just kind of got swallowed up by.
It was a poor blue collar neighborhood. It was very working class folks, but Grandma's bar was like a good old boy bar, like closed by 9. The guys just came down there for beers after work and get away from the family for a bit and then left. And it was always the same 7 dudes in there. And
gotcha.
Actually, a Rutherford worked. Brett Rutherford's uncle worked for my grandpa down
Really?
there. Yeah, small world, huh?
This is Good Park, which isn't far from Drake. And one time, me and my buddies went and were playing tennis down here.
Everyone looking at you like you're aliens?
Yes, very much so. It was sketchy. Luckily, it was like 1 p.m. on a Tuesday or something, so it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, it was. You don't have to float too far from Drake in any direction. It gets bad in a hurry. But then if you go west on University, it doesn't take too terribly long.
Get into a really nice neighborhood.
Until once you're over to like Waveland, or if you go even further into Windsor Heights,
oh yeah,
you're fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
so no big deal. Well,
I didn't realize Des Moines like a crazy melting pot too.
Yeah,
like it's a lot of refugee.
Yeah,
I think Dad went to his class reunion at Des Moines North, and it was something like 50 plus dialects are spoken at the
high school.
The high school,
wow.
There, which there's a lot of dialect. Like there's a lot of African refugees, so a lot of Somali folks, Ethiopian folks. And there it's very dialect heavy, tribal in that area of the world, but still that's a crazy amount of languages to be spoken.
ESL teachers must be just.
Oh yeah, it'd be wild.
That would be tough. You'd need a whole crew of language, accommodation and stuff. Yeah, it would be.
I think Calvin Alger coaches wrestling there.
At the Des Moines High School? Okay. Huh.
Over in Des Moines North.
Wow.
Yep.
Cool. Well, Des Moines is a neat area, and I can see why a lot of people.
Well, they cleaned up downtown very nice.
Food scene, I've heard.
You've got a food scene, live music. It's a big enough city where you got enough stuff. I mean, you get the nationwide acts coming in, and there's
good venues,
good venues, all that good stuff. But then it's not so big that it's just like overwhelming,
Yeah. You can still get around.
You can get around. It's like I don't know. If you go from the zoo all the way to Jordan Creek, would it take you 20 minutes maybe
25 minutes, maybe,
something half hour, but
fastest way now is to take the bypass though, out by the airport.
Yeah. Yeah, that south
loop.
South loop deal,
Out by Norwalk.
Yeah, it's a nice little city, I think.
I spent half of my last year of pharmacy school there, living on my cousin's couch and at different pharmacies in Des Moines. So
is that the rotation stage? Or?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. I didn't have a lease that year. I just couch surfed for an entire year and lived out of
Probably saved a lot of money.
stuff in my car. Yeah. I mean, I was also paying $30 an hour to work.
Yeah.
40 hours a week for a year, but
you were paying to work?
I was paying them. Yes.
Jesus.
Yes. We had to pay tuition and more tuition because technically you went to school in the summer, so you had to pay summer semester.
Yeah,
such a racket,
seems
dude.
like a raw deal.
It's like
Let me give you money. I'd
It's
like
like
to work
40
for you for free.
40 grand to work 40-hour weeks.
Oh, Lord.
Big time raw deal. I remember hearing about rotations from my cousin Michael, who's a pharmacist. Yeah, he went to Creighton.
Oh, sure.
And yeah,
I can't imagine that.
Yeah, he did rotation for Hy-Vee. I think quite a bit of rotations with Hy-Vee, but he slid into doing hospital work.
Oh,
and
nice.
That's kind of where he's stuck.
Where's he at?
He is in Asheville, North Carolina now.
Is that a good gig for a pharmacist?
Oh, yeah. Hospital's great. I didn't really care for it because I wanted more of the patient interaction. And, like, I was working ER ICU, so my folks were in and then they were gone. Like, and then I never saw them again except the frequent flyers. I'd see them. But
looking for hydrocodone or something?
No, we didn't use hydrocodone much. We used morphine inpatient, and fentanyl, and the good stuff.
Oof.
Yeah. Well, I mean, these
I don't
people
know
were,
my
yeah,
real well.
Yeah, we used very heavy drugs in most of the situations, but a lot of it was like drug detox at that hospital because we had a psych facility right next to us.
In like the hospitals, now I know especially in TV hospital settings, they get a lot of people that are coming in that are addicts that are just looking to score pills. Is that reality? Do you see?
They see that. They see that here.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll get folks coming into the ER with unspecified back pain.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's common.
Huh.
But I mean, now we have what's called the PMP, the prescription monitoring, physicians prescription. Something about prescription monitoring for physicians, essentially, and all physicians and all pharmacists have access. You put in a name, date of birth, and you can see anywhere that they've filled narcotic prescriptions.
Okay.
Ever.
I've never had one.
Yep. So your name would just show up blank, but you'd be in the system.
Okay, interesting.
Mine would show up that I got a hydrocodone script for 40 tablets 2 or 3 years ago whenever I had my hips done. And that I was filled at Lewis Family Drug in Spirit Lake on this date for this number of pills.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. If you're on your game, you're supposed to check it every time you write a narc. Does it happen? No. Do some people still abuse it? Of course.
Yeah.
But it does help.
Well, they've got a database, so.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of the states work together. So, like, I can pull South Dakota and Illinois and Wisconsin and Minnesota up with my same search. But when we were in Missouri didn't have one. They were the only state in the country that did not have a prescription monitoring program database. Yeah. And now they do, but Missouri's a mess.
So I was just about to ask if they had a higher instance of prescription drug abuse issues because of that.
Oh, Missouri was bad, yeah. No, Missouri's a very drug-addicted state.
It reminds me of the pseudoephedrine stuff.
Same thing. Same principle.
Same principle, yeah. So you got to offer up because I'm an allergy sufferer, so, allergy, so the allergy with the Sudafed in it can clean me up sometimes, yeah.
Kills it.
Kills you, and...
Works the best.
But I've never had a prescription for this stuff, but they have it over the counter, but it's this...
Behind the counter.
Schedule
over the counter. 5 narcotics.
Yeah. So, anyways.
Here's a follow-up question. Yeah. Now that was the issue. That was the ephedrine, people using it and breaking it down to make meth out of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
So, now around that period of time, I was taking ephedra, like a supplement for to aid in weight loss. Does it actually help in weight loss, or was that just?
Oh yeah.
Meals? Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's an appetite suppressant.
So can I take Sudafed instead? Have the same effect as the ephedra in
the
nutritional supplements?
You could. I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't. It's not good for your heart or your blood pressure.
Okay. Now I'm telling my pharmacist about this now. So.
No, I wouldn't ever use ephedra or Sudafed for weight loss.
I was just curious.
There's just such better options.
Yeah.
Now.
Like not eating the donut.
Not eating the donut, or there's injectable. Like we're doing a bunch right now of an injectable medication, diabetic meds that people can lose like 22% of your body fat.
I've heard. Isn't that something relatively new?
Well, it's a play off of an older drug, but yeah, there's a new one called Mounjaro out there. But it's a play. It's similar acting to like Ozempic, or Rybelsus, Wegovy.
Now that's not approved for weight loss though yet, is it?
It does not have an FDA approval for weight loss. It does not. It's only for diabetics, but I mean, 25% of the prescriptions we fill every year are for off-label use.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Like ivermectin.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ivermectin.
And I can tie this to the Cheeto.
Yeah.
Because was it you that was telling me that they were looking in Trump's desk or something, and it was just full of Sudafed?
Yes.
Yeah, because he's hopped up on.
He's all hopped up on
Sudafed. Yeah, ephedrine stuff.
Yeah, it was a bunch of British, I think. I think it was from like the UK. The boxes were or something. You looked up the active ingredient, and it was Sudafed. Oh yeah. Probably that and Adderall.
Okay.
I mean, let's not joke that the man
good at that.
The man is on amphetamines. Okay.
Okay.
Oh man, we didn't even get into the fun stuff with Kyle about Mar-a-Lago and
Well, we need both Gremses on.
We need Kyle for that or Kevin for that one. Yeah. I got to get the lawyer's take on things like that too. When DOJ comes knocking, dude, they got a case, right?
Well, we'll see.
You got to be airtight if you go in after an ex-president.
Well, you'd think so.
You'd think.
I don't know. I've got so little confidence in the federal government anymore that.
Well, that's true.
It's just, anything goes for me at this point.
I think all of them are pretty bought and sold.
Yeah. I mean, that's the biggest problem in my view is just the general
money,
just the general corruption.
Yeah.
You know, you sort that out, everything else would probably come out in the wash. But
yeah,
you know, how about we figure out a way to just not have people, or you know, have our representatives actually represent a constituent. Yeah, how about that instead of just.
What did you think about Grassley stopping by? I thought he did okay.
I thought so too.
You know,
well, considering his age,
and he spoke on 10 different topics.
He did, and he was pretty quick for being a bazillion years old.
Speech. I saw that he appeared. I just didn't see
Town hall. It was part of his 99 counties.
Okay.
They reached out. Yeah. They're like, hey, we got a pharmacy bill going through. Can we come and hang out? I'm like, yeah.
Very cool.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I was impressed. And, I mean, you know, you run into those situations where somebody asks you some kind of a ridiculous, like, something that pertains only to state of Iowa law or something, and you're talking to a...
He banged it down really quick, though.
Yeah.
Like, he had that ready.
Right. So, but, you know, I mean, you have to field these questions from...
Yeah.
All over the place.
Which would have been great. Like, I invited the Guth. I tried to get Guth there.
Yeah, Guth, yeah.
Guth didn't... So he's our state senator for Esterville right now. But they're redrawing the districts. So we actually have Dave Rowley starting next session.
I don't even know who our representatives and senators are anymore.
Yeah.
That's our state senator. I don't know who our rep is.
Let's see. Feenstra's for U.S., right?
Yep.
And then our local rep, is it Ted Gassman?
Gassman's, yep. That's right.
For the Iowa House of Representatives?
That's right.
Yeah.
Who I don't know at all.
Yeah, I don't.
Or know his politics at all.
I thought maybe he was an ex-teacher or something, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
Future for Kyle.
Yeah.
Sign him up.
I'd vote for Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too. Be able to just troll him into voting my way.
I want Kyle to become a principal, I think.
Oh, an admin?
Yeah.
That would be great. He'd be wonderful at it.
Yeah.
Coach/principal.
Coach, principal, yeah. I don't know.
Extra pal.
Let's not foreclose the idea.
Yeah, I think we leave that door open.
Leave it open. Yeah.
Jimmy and I will stack the school board.
That's right.
Get Jimmy, Adam, and Andy on the school board.
There you go.
And
I need some community involvement anyway.
Are you serious about that, Adam? Do you want to? I don't know. We are probably looking for people on various stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'd love to. That's one of the things I was looking forward to. Coming back here is the opportunity to get involved and be more of a part of the community.
They'll get you involved.
Yeah, man.
When you're in a community of 6 million people.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that.
They will get you involved, bro.
Yeah, it'll be like drinking from a fire hydrant.
You say 1, and they say 97.
Well, I already talked to Dan Deutzman about being a fill-in on the chain gang for football.
Oh, there you go.
I would like, if you're interested, I'll get your name throw your name in the hat with the school foundation, because
Foundation's a good one.
It's an easy gig because it just
it's what, twice a year, 4 times a year.
We have the and I'll couch my words here carefully because you never know who's listening. But the altruistic pursuits of the school foundation are very good, and what we do is we just dole out grant money to teachers and so forth, and projects and things like that, and we fundraise and that sort of thing. Now, my one gripe with them is they have meetings frequently and super early in the morning, so I drag in there at like 7 a.m. and I'm half a zombie.
I could use something to get me out of bed at 7 a.m. to be honest.
So, yeah. But we got Mike Woods on the board here recently.
Oh, okay.
So we got another. So I'm trying to get some more men on the board, because it's kind of lots
heavy.
of estrogen. Yeah. So,
yeah.
I'm game for anything.
That's a good one.
It's an easy gig, and we need more bodies. So if you're interested, I'll.
Giving out money's fun too.
It is nice, yeah. And it's not too tough.
And especially when you have more money allowable than people that apply years.
Yes.
And you can just start dishing it.
And you get a grant.
Yeah.
And you get a grant. See, they're going to be the Oprah of Vegetable grant giving.
Exactly.
That'd be good.
That's the community foundation was that way this year.
Yeah.
The gambling money.
Yeah. That's what.
Wait, gambling money from what?
Emmitsburg Casino.
Yeah.
We get the chunk of that?
We get Syntax from them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. So I think it's some statewide or something. I don't know. They must divide her into districts or something. But anyways, we're one county in the community foundation gambling tax money group, yada yada.
That's the one Megan's on?
Yes.
Good,
yeah.
That's
my wife's on that one. She loved it.
It was like 140 grand we doled out this summer.
And
to various projects.
And a lot of projects,
stuff.
we were able to give them more than they asked.
Yeah, we were able to go over and above. But it was good,
That would be fun.
It was a ton of fun. Yeah. And you don't mind the time you put in when it's a nice thing, and you actually see and Megan was there too with the luncheon where we handed out the checks and stuff.
Yeah.
And so we had a big time. But that's nice to actually, hand somebody the money and But the school foundation is very much the same, where it's the teachers will show up with a project of we want to take a field trip to the zoo or whatever, and it's going to cost X, and
here's what we'll get.
Here's what we'll get out of it, and you just say, here you go.
With the kindergartners, maybe they need a new playground, or is that a completely separate?
The playground, we contributed to that actually. Yeah,
that was a separate. There's so many little groups.
Yeah, well, that the latest playground thing was a multi-pronged effort. Yeah, lots of PTA, I think, and the Booster Club and a few others kind of partnered up and put this together. So
I will say, I have been really quite impressed with what Esterville has done in the last 5 to 10 years in terms of the park system, the playground, the new pool,
a lot of money.
Yeah,
a lot of money.
It's really impressive.
It's great.
Yeah,
new Ninja Park.
Ninja Park is dope. I was just there yesterday.
Did you?
Ninja
where the old pool was?
Yeah,
I've seen it.
Oh yeah, dude! It's like American Ninja Warrior training for kids.
Yeah,
it's got the hanging.
Pay more attention when I drive by.
Yeah,
it looks cool. I haven't taken kids there to play on it or anything.
Like they've got the soft rubber cushion so you can goof around and not get hurt.
If you're a 10-year-old boy, it would be amazing.
Yeah,
Hank's too little. We were down there yesterday, and he could do a swing. But that's about it. But
give him a couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, if you're actually big enough to climb and hang and stuff like that, it'd be
cool.
It'd be awesome. Yeah.
And yeah, they have the shredded material on
Yes.
the ground, so it's all
Like shredded
gushy.
up rubber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way cool. But, you know, where Lincoln School used to be is a hell of a park, too.
Yep.
The Spurgeon Park
Spurgeon
complex.
Park Andy Spurgeon complex.
Andy Spurgeon.
I took my inheritance early. Claiming it.
Andy Spurgeon Park.
Andy Spurgeon Park.
Andy Spurgeon Park and dog run.
Got a dog
comp-
run,
dog-
half mile track, or
half pipe down there.
Got a half pipe,
New tennis courts. They just resurfaced them finally.
which looked nice on the resurfacing.
Yes.
Looks gorgeous.
Dad said so. Kind of he put those in. That was kind of one of his last things, and apparently there's supposed to be some warranty on that for X number of years, and it's not even close. He said. So, like, that should have been redone for free, probably.
Well, and it should have been done quite a while ago.
Yeah,
too.
it started looking bad quick.
I was legitimately complaining 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
I mean, and it was So, it drug on too long, but
It's been 10
whatever.
years since I picked up a tennis racket.
Yeah.
5 since I've used one.
Yeah.
They look nice. They look
Oh
nice.
yeah, the courts are good.
Courts are
Get me
good.
back into playing tennis.
Yeah. Well, we got Coach Kyle. He's like the.
Oh, is he a tennis coach?
He's
Oh, he could give me free lessons.
He's the Mike Krzyzewski of Esterville.
Oh yeah,
tennis basically.
He's
Yeah.
taking dudes to.
Got almost made it to state
Got
this
some
year.
studs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got some studs.
Very cool.
Yep. Because you know our big claim to fame during the like T2 / Jimmy Zach Carter years of tennis were, you know, we would stick a love seat or couch in somebody's truck and like park it in front of the match and sit there and smoke cigarettes and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Should be
whatever.
tennis. John Daly tennis.
Yeah, John Daly style tennis, basically. And that was, we were horrible, of course. And anyways, but no, the kids take it seriously now. They're athletes. and-
Who's coach then?
well, Roger Hash. was
Roger Hash. Yep.
my coach, and then nobody for a while.
Oh,
So did Esterville not have a tennis team?
Well, we
or-
did. So we Dave Nichols just
That's
was
right.
the
It was
surrogate,
the sponsor.
He was the the babysitter
Yeah.
for a couple of years,
Make
and
sure
then
they-
Bob did it for a year or two, and that got me through high school, basically. Yeah.
Oh, Esterville.
Yeah. But now they got Kyle, so
Now we just need
Hang
more
on tight.
eateries. But apparently we're getting the chip plant,
okay.
Chip plant.
the new microchip plant.
Oh.
We'll see, man.
We'll see. No, yeah, we'll see. It's a sure thing now. Did you read the article in the Daily Snooze?
Oh, I skimmed it.
Oh,
I
man.
was just- I-
My favorite was
I
the
thought we
very
weren't
last
doing that
line.
anymore. Yeah.
My favorite was the very last line where it said, "If you have any ideas or interest in this project, call this cell phone number."
But I thought we weren't going to do that anymore.
Well, we weren't. Then we were going to do
Yeah.
the Cool Can. We were
Yeah.
going to get a Cool Can facility in town, Jimmy. Going to do the Cool Can, but then that guy got sued for freaking tax fraud or something.
Oh my god! But the whole running stuff in the newspaper and all of that, like I thought they
yeah.
put the kibosh on that.
They
stuff.
they were supposed to,
Yeah.
but then the Senate signed this legislation that
Oh my god!
it funded the project. The money's there, but the money's there. We would have to. Were you at the last meeting? Did we talk about this at all? No, you
no,
were gone.
I had to miss.
So we still we would have to get chosen as a site and have to have the facility there and everything running within like 2 years or something like that.
Wow.
How big of a facility?
Big. 60 to 70 full-time employees, manufacturing silicone, microchips. A security force the size of the police department. Yeah.
Oh my god!
So what other sites are up for debate in this? I mean, what are the
Oh, I think
possible-
everywhere. I think we only qualify because we are centrally located in the U.S., which is, deterrent against enemies or something. seismically good, and then we're close to an interstate.
Is this like the whole Department of Defense
But-
thing? That
Yeah.
is it the same thing?
But wouldn't like Jackson, Minnesota meet all the same criterion, but then it's on the interstate instead of just close?
Yep.
And then
And
like
they
every
already ha-
other town, Blue Earth,
Sherburne?
and Sherburne, and everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how much stock I put in that.
Holy mackerel.
Yep. So it's gonna happen. When I
All
see a
right.
sign up,
Yeah, no kidding.
when I see a sign up and a hiring poster, I'll
Yeah.
believe it.
Don't blow your load too quick on that one.
No.
All right. Let's get a little Rock on Steve going.
This
So,
might be my last one. And I
Okay.
got a jet, but this is a good one to go out by.
so Rock on Steve, I've discovered some deep tracks.
Oh, yeah.
Previously unseen Rock on Steve.
2015.
Yeah, this is 2015 Rock on Steve.
Is he in Esterville here?
I think Rock on Steve might still be around.
I saw him. No, he's in Esterville now.
Oh, okay.
In
and
2015.
yes. So
Okay.
he's been a fixture probably for a decade-ish at this point.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I would say.
I don't think I know who this is.
He ran for mayor.
Oh, you don't know Rock on Steve,
Oh,
do ya?
Adam. Oh,
Okay.
well,
What did I miss?
You got to
Oh,
jump
man.
in on this guy. He's
So,
great.
A little quick background. This guy randomly appears out of nowhere, rides a bicycle everywhere, kind of a crazy looking, middle-aged, long-haired guy.
Yep.
And he just started showing up to every single like high school basketball game and then Iowa Lakes basketball game.
Yep. Loves basketball.
Loves basketball. And he was a student at Iowa Lakes, I think, at the time, or for a
Okay.
period of time. So he had a little bit of a connection, but he would just had this over-the-top positive attitude all the time.
Just
like,
loving it.
Loving, like, yeah, man, you own the court, and
Rock on!
And constantly this rock on, all the, and he's just this eccentric, kind of a goofball guy.
Okay.
And he just sort of hung around, and he didn't go anywhere.
He's
And then
Is he still around?
Oh,
yeah. And he ran
Lives
for
right-
mayor.
Lives right by Mother's, like two doors west of Mother Nature's.
Yep.
Right on Central. Can't miss his house. He's always
Yeah.
got flags out. And
Might
ran-
even say rock on the mailbox.
Ran for it may.
Yeah.
Ran for mayor. Did some campaigning and some interviews. They had a couple great quotes in the Esterville Daily News. You can find those in the old archive.
Yep.
Mayor now is Kenny Billings.
Yeah, Kenny.
Kenny Billings is back to mayor again.
Okay.
They must have twisted his arm to do
Yeah.
it again, huh?
Yeah. Despite me writing in Cole Beardsley.
Yeah, we got to get Cole as the mayor.
I've been trying.
Yeah.
Since I turned 18, just to get him elected.
Mayor
anywhere I
Cole
can.
would be hilarious.
Oh yeah, he'd be so mad all the time.
Well, and I mean, he appeals to everybody because he's like kind of a pro-gun redneck hunter
Gun-
type guy, but he's also like a super progressive
Crazy Democrat.
Yeah, he's like the Duck Dynasty Democrat.
He is
So-
the Duck Dynasty Democrat. Oh my God! And a campaign slogan was born, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first.
That's right. So, anyways, Rock on Steve. The other part of his personality is he's like a super talented multi-instrumentalist and recording artist / audio-visual kind of a visionary.
Yeah, on his patio.
He's
I'm on the edge of my seat.
yeah, he's his music and videos. It's like this kind of avant-garde sort of
Mixed
I don't
with
know.
hair metal
Yeah.
and art and
So the typical hallmarks of a Rock on Steve song are drum machine for like 30 seconds to a minute, and then just a bunch of rambling, and then the song starts.
Yes.
So
Okay.
he's got an intro. Nice
Yep.
lead in.
all right, so here we go. This one's Romeo Said to Juliet by Steven.
Yeah, alright. This is my new song. 2015 Steven Music. Today is April 24th. The time is about 7:26 p.m. This song is about my sister Kathy in Virginia and her husband Charles. Rock.
So, what do you think so far?
I think rock on, Steve. That's what I think.
This is. And if you ever see him outside his house and give him a rock on, biggest smile.
Oh yeah,
ever throwing up the horns.
Leave it. Anyway, so we are ready. Are we ready? We are ready. Let's go. Rock the world. Here we go.
All right, so that was the intro. We got through
How
it.
many of those 22 views are you?
Well, at least one other one on this one.
All but 4.
Yeah, right. It's about as bad as our podcast. Oh yeah. So Rock On Steve occasionally wears a suit for whatever reason.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, and he was campaigning while on the clock at Walmart for mayor. Why he was handing out flyers at the Spirit Lake Walmart
for the
Esterville is a mystery. Because there's probably a lot of people that couldn't even vote. But they're like, Steve, you can't do that, man.
Matt Dahl is his backdoor neighbor. Maybe they're going to run on a dual ticket.
Oh, yeah. Good old Hey Matt Dahl. Hey Matt Dahl. Yeah, that's the Rock On Steve crib there. The bridge. I'm a little perplexed about where this is. Is this like Upper East?
It looks like East Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how the heck did Steve get over there?
Afterwards.
Must be.
Your eyes are smiling as you look so cool. The beginning of something new. Together we are two. We're way cool blue. One very cool blue.
Is that Mother's?
Yeah, where is this?
That looks like
making me motions.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, there's a screenshot.
That's a screen grab.
Okay, Steve. Yeah, the Rock On Steve is something.
I will be your Romeo. Do you be my Juliet? With every breath and beat of my
Oh, yeah.
That's the print shop lady.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
definitely Laura from the print.
Yeah.
From Astral Printing.
Trying to think he just goes around and
That's Astral Printing.
harangues people.
She takes a lot of pictures, man.
I told you about.
You ever seen her at everything? Like she shows up at funerals and takes pictures of.
So
like,
Donna was like, "Let's tie this back to the theater part."
Oh,
Donna
I
said
bet
she
she was
came
there.
into the theater and cataloged the whole thing.
whole dang theater. I bet every room.
She said, Donna was like, "I bet I posed for like 150 pictures."
Oh yeah, and no one knows what she does with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she when we were closing the pharmacy, she would come in every day. Alan threw her out like 4 times.
She was just taking
and then,
pictures.
And then we like would I'd close up the store and I'd go lock up the front door and she'd be out on the front sidewalk taking like sideward shots of the building. And no one knows what she does with these pictures. And so Megan was getting ready to leave her job at Extension and go out to the college, and Laura was there looking for her one day. Luckily, she was out of the office, but she wanted to get some pictures to catalog, like who had been the program director and stuff. And so Megan talked to her one time, and apparently she just like makes these photo albums at home, and I just picture like Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs, like
Yeah.
Her in her basement, surrounded
Reams
by her
of
pictures.
huge binders of pictures and stuff.
Yeah, she's a strange cat, that Laura.
Well, you know,
Everybody's got to have a hobby.
yeah, maybe she can like donate them to the museum or something or whatever.
Well, you know, I guess
That'd be sick.
You know, the other side of that coin is you never know what picture you're going to want to save for posterity 40 or 50 years from now.
Very
Because,
true.
You know, hey, do you remember so and so? Oh yeah, I've got a picture right here. I've got 150 pictures of them in the theater right here.
Right.
I think her and Jason Vetter need to hang out.
Yes. He was sitting behind me at the episode 1 midnight show.
Jason was?
Jason was, big time.
Did he have a phone book with him?
Grinning from ear to ear.
He likes,
I don't know.
He loves Star Wars.
Yeah.
He's a big fan.
Good stuff.
He likes reading old phone books, too.
Does he?
Yeah. That's how he does the history of
Yeah.
Nesterville. He'll always pipe in on Nesterville Facebook page and be like, well, in 1947, it was listed at the address of 63 Central Avenue that the Red Owl was there, but in 1968, it had changed hands.
Yeah. Well, you know, we need people like that. Otherwise, that stuff just sort of fades into the ether.
It
you
does.
know?
It
Yeah.
does. And it's rude of me, I guess, to say that, but I don't know.
Yeah, don't
it
worry
always
about
kind of weirds me
You know,
out.
phone books. Do they even make phone books anymore?
Oh yeah, I got a thing from Yellow Pages at work last week, and it was going to cost $900 to be printed in Yellow Pages.
Why would
for
that?
the year?
Oh my God! How did they justify that?
But I
charge?
think they do it for free anyway, right? Like this was for like an ad, I guess, or something.
Oh yeah.
But $900, bro. Do you know what kind of damage I can do on Facebook for marketing? With
$900. Yeah.
It goes a long way.
With $15,
I learned about that at the last Con Ed.
I make everybody
Yeah.
in this
For
town
real.
sick of Esterville Pharmacy on $15.
Yep.
1,500 followers, and you put $15 in, and the whole town sees it for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's hilarious. What do you think of Rock On Steve, Adam?
Seems like he has a positive attitude.
He's got a super positive
He is.
attitude.
He's just a happy dude, man.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with a little free-spirited happiness floating around.
I'd like to know the backstory.
He was very bummed. He only got like 43 votes
Yeah.
or something like that in the election.
Rock on, Steve. There's always 4 years from now. or
Yeah.
however often we
Keep going, man.
vote for mayor.
Yeah, it could be available. You never know.
The mayor job, I feel they have no power.
Yeah,
this
that's
town's
true.
all the supervisors and the
The city council,
City
the
council, the
city
county
administrative people, and
the machine.
Yeah, the machine, man.
The machine.
So Spurge, real quick,
Yes.
just so we can go through all the material today.
Yes.
The Disney proposal.
Who did this?
So this was
ruined.
Yeah, the proposal got ruined because some kind of hyperactive employee decided to run up in the middle of the proposal.
Okay, I'll watch this.
It's real. It won't take long. Okay, the happiest moment of their lives here so
the
far.
most magical place on
In
earth.
the magical place on earth, yeah.
Perfect view of the castle.
And this is Paris, France, Disney World, which I didn't know existed.
Yeah, there's three or four now.
I would have guessed this was Florida, but
There's two in a.
Florida on their 25th anniversary, and the entire castle was turned into a birthday cake.
Really?
Cool, yeah.
Yeah,
There's
that's
Florida,
cool.
California, Paris, Hong Kong.
Okay.
I believe.
Just
are the,
Disney's
are
are
the
gonna
floors. And then they own an
eat the
island.
world.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyways, here's popping the question. Oh, baby, I love you so much. Will you marry me? There's the ring.
Man is on one knee, popping the question in front of Sleeping Beauty's castle.
We went and-
When a park
So
employee
grabbed the ring out of his hand.
Yeah.
And then is ushering him off the thing.
Dude, that guy could eat that little brown man.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the size
Given
of
what
that
just happened, I think he'd be in the right if he
Yes,
did.
absolutely.
If I were this dude, I'd be jumping off the top ropes, elbow drop.
Yeah, right onto a dude's head. Holy crap.
Snatches the ring
Isn't
and
that
tells
awful?
the couple to leave the area, move down the stairs. Look at
Like,
that.
just let me propose, man.
All wasn't lost, though. They moved down below the steps and finished the proposal. But talk about a buzz killer. And it was all caught on tape.
That little nerd with
Disney
his
apologized for the
And he's got
mouse
ears
ears
on,
on.
too. That just makes it all the better.
Same
That makes
quote.
Disney look bad.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure
So
they...
if they're breaking a rule, let these people have their moment that they're going to remember for
Yeah.
the rest of their lives.
No kidding,
And all
Disney.
these people around them are going to
Exactly.
remember it too. You know
and
what?
that and
What's
that
wrong
and that
with
moment got lost forever. You know, Disney did some damage control and gave them free everything.
Oh,
but
yeah.
paid for their fucking
but
wedding.
but it
Yeah.
doesn't matter because like that's
Sorry,
because of that little nerd.
You can't unring the bell.
No.
Oh man, that's
Oh, that was
cruel.
rough, bro.
That's cruel.
I hadn't seen that.
Isn't that terrible?
That's awful.
This is why you
I
don't
hope that little man
propose.
gets fired.
This is why you just don't do it.
Don't do it, man. So I never proposed to Laura. She was just like, "Can we gotta get a ring?" And I just said, "All right." And I gave her some money. I can't remember if I wrote her a check.
You're kidding me.
No.
Did you write on the memo
You are
line
so
to
romantic.
love's eternal
So
bliss?
romantic.
It was well, I wanted to outdo Senior because he gave Coral an ultimatum of some sort. He's like, "Well, we should get married or like maybe just call it quits or something." It was something along those lines. So that was her big proposal, was an ultimatum. And Laura was just like, "Oh, ring," and so we had just had a transaction basically.
I'll
I-
Venmo ya.
Yeah, I'll Venmo you exactly.
See, you know, I'd be like the hot air balloon, the limousine, the fine steak dinner.
Oh,
the,
man.
I mean, that's there's a little contrast here.
Oh yeah. Well, you're a
Still never-
romantic, Adam, but
Never done that, by the way.
I'm just not
Always
that
wanted
way.
to.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. But I certainly, if I were to propose, I wouldn't want to have it go down like this.
No.
Poor guy.
I think you should propose to her again.
To Laura again,
Yeah.
just to hand her more money. Here are the newer appliances.
You know, honey, I
and,
didn't do it the
yeah.
right way the first time.
Yeah.
Just on the dock, get a picture.
Yeah.
Say, well, we've been married for X amount of years. But I've already proposed.
I don't know. I just can't. I don't think I can bring myself to do it. We'll see. Maybe. Maybe I'll wait till I'm like super old and then do the dock and fall in and then that'll be it.
Yeah. It'd be good footage.
The wheelchair
though, man.
rolls off the back of the dock, and
So
she's
when,
too old to help.
when we're 70 rolling with the Project Ion podcast, we will need more source materials. If you can outdo Bozo at Disney World
Oh,
here.
yeah. No kidding. Oh, good deal. Well, thank you, boys, for being on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, good getting together.
We will. I hope to get into a little bit more of a regular rotation.
A routine would be good.
Yeah,
That would be fun.
Yeah. So, all right. Thank you.
Do we have any homework? Fishing for content or?
Signing off.
Oh, always. Yeah.